This leads on to the question we ask all our guests on the show, and I'd be really interested how you answer this actually. What do you think the role of the HR function will be in 2025, which is only 5 years' time now, of course?
I think in 2025, HR leaders are going to be utilizing more technology, even more than they already are, and that they're going to be using this to overcome some of the fundamental biases that everybody brings into HR settings and into workplaces in general. And I think it's going to overall have an absolutely revolutionary impact on workplaces, on people's ability to speak up, on amplifying voices that we've never been able to hear before. And I think that that combined with a focus on inclusion and diversity, which luckily we're seeing tremendously as a movement right now, I think we'll start seeing the payoffs. So I think in 5 years, those organizations who have been trailblazers now will really start seeing monetary and cultural payoffs, and they'll be thriving compared to their competitors. And so I think that is my hopeful vision for 2025.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think we're seeing more and more now the business value of inclusive and diverse organisations. And I think unfortunately with some people, even though it's clearly the right thing to do, I think the only way to get some leaders in some organisations to actually change is to so they can see the business value of it.
And start funding women and people of color. And the fact that less than 2% of funding goes to female-led companies is
shocking.
I mean, get it together, people.
Yeah.
It's bizarre to me that we don't see the obvious and correct calculations and go, well, obviously we should be investing in these people who have been underinvested in before because they have all this potential that we haven't tapped into. And now there's this treasure trove that we can actually go into.
Well, they represent 50% of the human race, so why would you not invest in equally in both?
So hopefully I think people will get it together and see this as a real business case and drive a better future for companies.
So thank you for being the guest on the show, Julia. How can people stay in touch with you? Via social media, and obviously we'll provide links to the books and some of the TED Talks that you've done as well when we publish this podcast.
Sure. So I'm on Twitter at drjuliashaw.com, so just at Dr. Julia Shaw. I'm pretty consistent with my brand, so my LinkedIn is also Dr. Julia Shaw. My website is also drjuliashaw.com. And generally, if you Google me, you should be able to find some videos and other things that I've talked about, including some political videos, especially when we were trying to make Britain great again. I had a lot to say about that.
I'm surprised we haven't heard that line during the election.
Yes.
Dr. Julia Shaw, thank you very much for being a guest on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.